guys, tonight we're going to make a fruit salad. But first, I want to say hello to some of my biggest followers, and that is my little cousins. And we have Olivia, and we have Nolan, and we have Harper, and we have Fiona, and we have Birdie, and we have Scout. Y'all are my favorite little cousins, and I love you, and this one's just for you. Let's make a fruit salad. Guys, now we're going to make what's called old-time fruit salad. Now, I got this from my Aunt Sylvia. She gave me this recipe years and years ago, and it's my kids' favorite. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need 3 eggs beaten. You're going to need 3/4 a cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of butter, 1/2 cup of lemon juice, and you're going to need 3 golden delicious apples, 3 red delicious apples, 1 bunch of green grapes, and we're going to cut them in half, 1 bunch of red grapes, and you're going to need a 20 ounce of either pineapple tidbits, or they didn't have it at the store, so I got pineapple chunks. All right, and you're also going to need about 1.5 cups of chopped pecans and 1.5 cups of mini marshmallows. Let's get ready. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is in a small saucepan, we're going to go ahead and put our eggs. And we're going to add our sugar and butter. Let's whip our eggs first. We're going to go ahead and put our 3 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to go ahead and put our 3/4 a cup of sugar. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our 1/2 cup of lemon juice. Now we'll add our 1/2 cup of lemon juice. Okay. And we're going to mix this together, and we're going to place this on the stove. Now what we're making here is we're making almost like the salad dressing that will go on our fruit salad. It's almost going to be like a custard. So once we put this on the stove, we're going to have to sit here and stir it until it starts to get thick. And then once it gets thick, we'll be able to remove it off of the heat of the stove, and we'll have to store it in the refrigerator and let it cool down. It's going to make like a little custard. Stir it continuously. Still continuing to stir it till it starts to get thick. Alright, it's starting to get thick. It took a good 5 or 6 minutes. Now what we're going to do is I have another little bowl set aside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the burner off. It's thick now. And what I'm going to do is it's starting to get that custard thickness. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it into another bowl before I stick it in the refrigerator so that it won't take too long to cool down. You don't want to stick a hot bowl in the refrigerator. Okay, what we're going to start doing now is chopping our apples first. And what you're going to want to do is about bite-sized chunks. And go ahead and put them in our bowl. Now it's time to do we've got all our red apples. Now it's time to do our Granny Smith apples the same way. If you find any bad spots, just cut out the bad spots. Don't want no bad spots in our salad. Okay, now we have all of our apples in there. We're just going to take 1 batch of green grapes. We're going to wash them off. Okay, so for the green grapes, we're going to cut them in half. And you can cut them on the board if you want to, or cut them in your hand. Sometimes I cut mine in my hand. I should have cut them all on the board. Okay, now we're going to do our red grapes the same exact way. We washed them and we're cutting them in half. These are red seedless grapes and green seedless grapes. Make sure you have a big enough bowl for this salad because it makes a pretty good one. You gotta have a lid for it. Okay, now we got all our red grapes done. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our mini marshmallows and we're gonna put about 1.5 cups in there. Okay, you know Nana measures with my heart. Okay, and we're gonna put probably about 1.5 cups of chopped pecans. Now you can use walnuts too, whichever ones you prefer. Alright, now we're going to get our pineapple. Okay, now like I said, I've drained these. These are pineapple chunks. It calls for pineapple tidbits, but they had none at the store today. So, this is what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to mix it a little bit before we add our beautiful dressing. We want to get all the fruit stirred up in there before we add a wonderful custard dressing. Okay, see our old time dressing? Okay, we are going to put this, pour it all over your fruit. This gives it a beautiful fresh taste of lemon, a little bit of sweetness. Oh, y'all, this is going to be delicious. After we stir it all up, we're going to put the lid on it and keep it in the refrigerator until we're ready to serve. One old-time fruit salad ready for you. Y'all make this. You'll love it. Nana loves you.